What's up, everybody? Welcome to the GameOverGreggy show. I'm one of your hosts, Greg Miller. Alongside, he only does everything, Colin Moriarty.
It's good to be here, Greg.
You did a bang-up job hosting the show last week. Everybody knows I couldn't be here last week. Colin did it.
Thank you.
All the tweets saying how much they loved you.
Thank you. It reminded me of when Clementine and I used to do Podcast Beyond without you.
The fireside chats.
And we used to just do the fireside chats. I think we did 5 of them. And we can't replace you, of course, because you're too loud.
Yeah.
But we did our we did our best. You're
stupid,
too loud.
Billy
You're too fat.
Too slow, Billy Bob. These are Varsity Blues records.
Yeah, Varsity. Yeah. Thank you. We'll have a whole episode about Varsity
God,
Blues.
can we please have an episode all about Varsity Blues? The best show ever.
But no, thank you. I'm glad everyone enjoyed it. I did the best I can. Don't ever leave again, though. I don't like the center being in the center of attention, Greg. I like you being the center of attention.
You like to be the Ed McMahon, you always say.
Yeah, I just want to be the Ed McMahon.
Or
the Vince McMahon. Depending.
Yeah.
You want to be Vince
Just so you can
McMahon.
do the walk.
Yeah, just so I can do that awesome GIF.
But Vince
walk.
McMahon is like the center of the WWE universe.
That's true.
You can't.
I can't have it
do
both
that.
ways.
Yeah, you can't do that. Over there, the pure one, Tim Gettys.
Let Tim host.
Hey, now before we went on camera, Kevin,
Yes.
of course, every Game Over Greggy show insults me. He insulted you and said, "That's a shirt. You want to wear a shirt that's not that stupid."
It's a stupid shirt.
I like that shirt
I
a
think
lot.
it's a fine shirt.
I think it's
It's
nice.
You look like the pure one. I'm looking at the. I have to do the Nick Scarpino thing and monitor the levels over there, so I have to be looking at the monitor.
Pure dance.
That's the pure
You
dance.
just kind of shake your shoulders.
Well, there you go. If you're listening to us on Bandcamp, the MP3, now you got to come to the
Yeah, what's
video.
up?
And see
You kind of
the
do like
pure
an
dance.
apparition though in that shirt.
He looks like an apparition. He looks like an Abercrombie and Finch model. Is what he looks
There
like.
you go.
Oh.
You know, me and Alfredo once applied to be Abercrombie
You
and Fitch models.
Did not.
We did.
What exactly did that entail?
We wanted to be the people that stand there at the door.
Oh, and the
outside,
live
dude.
people.
Yeah.
So you want
Yeah,
to be
not like the picture models.
you want to be like the Zac Efron at the end of the hit movie Neighbors.
We didn't get it.
No, big surprise. I'm surprised Alfredo. Was he
Yeah,
cut
I
then?
know.
Because he's cut
No,
now.
he was a little stick dude.
We still stick now.
Now he's
stick
a
with
stick dude with the muscles.
him. Okay.
Muscles.
Then the producer slash seducer, Nick Scarpino, gone. We now have a new thing. We're not the whole cast
I
can't be
thought
here.
you were trying to say she was Nick.
No,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do that.
Hey, everybody.
She's good at voices. I don't know if she can pull off a Nick Scarpino voice.
I need to hear him like one more time.
You sit there.
Then I'd have it. Yeah.
I got
Yes,
it.
yes,
Nick
I'm good.
Scarpino's off on assignment, so we found somebody to fill his boots. None other than Melissa Hutchison. How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
happy
push
to
the
be
mic closer
here.
to you. It's fine.
Oh,
There
yes,
you go. Perfect.
sorry.
No, you're fine. You're coming in. I can hear you. I'm wearing the Nick Scarpino headphones. They smell like shadow boxing. I know everything. People probably know you from a million different places, and most notably, The Walking Dead, the
Yes.
video game. You're Clementine.
Most notably,
You're my
I am
favorite.
Clementine.
pretty
Nine-ish-year-old girl,
Aw,
8-ish-year-old girl.
thanks.
Where is she in that thing
Yeah,
nowadays?
she's-
Somewhere in there.
Yeah, like 10-ish.
Okay. Yeah,
When-
ish, like
when-
ishes.
When you went into to try out for that part, did you know that it was going to be like a little girl, or they just said it's just a young girl or a teenage girl? My calendar, my Downton Abbey calendar.
Before we start this show,
No.
Colin goes, "Oh shit!" and then he gets up, and I'm like, "Leave the Downton Abbey calendar alone." Now you happy?
Yeah, I'm totally content with what happened. There's nothing I can do about it now. It's a cosmic thing.
Just like the Titanic
It
in
just
Downton
is
Abbey.
what it is.
It is. Yeah.
I only
Well,
watched
the Downton
one
Abbey's first
of
episode
Downton
is
Abbey.
about the Titanic.
Exactly, that's how I know about it.
But anyway, I'm just curious. It's just a total aside. It's nothing to do with anything we're gonna do today.
All right.
But I'm just curious when you went into that tryout or whatever.
A tryout.
The tryout.
I
When you went to the
really
tryout,
need this
coach
job.
has like the list
coach
on the
had,
wall.
yeah, the coach is checking off the box
You
and
people
watching game
suck.
film.
Right.
Did you know that it was like? Did you have to practice like as a young girl, or was it like just did they not know yet like that it was gonna be?
No, they
that
knew it was going to be. I was given the description, some direction, and then there was the art came with it.
Oh, okay.
Did you see
So
the
there-
hat?
so
You know
what
there
was
a
that?
hat involved?
A hat? I
Did you
did.
know there was a hat involved?
She
Okay.
had her
I'm
little
sorry.
hat on, and with a little white dress, and there was character description and all of that, and I kind of just did.
It's very cool.
Got in that head.
Yeah, because
The
I
noise for the
It
hand
makes
motion.
I have tentacles that come out of my brain.
I asked because I just wonder because obviously the part was written for like a young girl, like whatever it was, kind of like Ellie in The Last of Us or whatever.
Right.
But I wonder if they knew when they heard your voice, they're like, "This is perfect for a girl of this age,"
Well-
and they maybe thought it was gonna be a different age. Right?
They actually did audition children for that role as well. So it was
They suck.
You
me-
beat out the kids.
Yeah, I know, right? Well, I think it's just such dark content that they needed someone a little more seasoned. Yeah. Darkness,
grizzled
dark
veteran.
times under
Grizzled
their
veteran
belt.
of darkness.
Yeah, I know.
So the
right?
tryout went good, and the coach invited you on the team, and you did.
Yeah.
Yes.
You went from JV to V.
Yeah.
Melissa, here's what I want to know. Oh,
Oh,
Portillo wants to
there he
know
goes.
something too. He's on the hunt for something. We didn't tell you this beforehand.
Okay.
How do you feel to be in a cursed chair?
Oh God.
The last person who was a guest
thanks.
on this show
Is now dead.
crashed their motorbike,
Shit.
smashed their clavicle.
Oh.
Collarbone, right?
Collarbone.
He
It's
said,
the same thing. It's
he
the
said
same.
clavicle on the thing, but I thought it was
Clavicle's
collarbone.
the same thing.
All right,
Yeah,
there you go. I
right.
just learned some stuff.
Because I broke mine too.
Me too.
Yeah.
Oh.
And that's when. And that's
Is
when
it always
that's-
about you? You got to one up
No,
every
but that's
story about
that's
Damon.
when I learned. Greg, you're the ultimate one-upper. Let's talk about the Hulk Hogan video. Let's talk about all this. You never let me have anything at all. But I'm just telling you that I heard the
I
word.
never will either.
I heard the word clavicle for the first time when I broke my collarbone.
I broke both my clavicles.
You
How's
did
that
not.
for one-upping? True
How
story.
did you do that?
Wait,
One
you
of
just said
them,
this for
I
one?
slipped and fell while running the mile in high school.
The damn
True story.
mile.
The second one was also in high school in PE when they made us do yoga, and I was pissed off about it. And they were like, "Hey Tim, do a handstand." I'm like, "I can't do a fucking handstand." He's like, "Mr. Prutz, damn you, Mr. Prutz."
Fuck you, Mr. Prutz.
He made me do a
Namaste,
handstand in front of the class. I went up.
Namaste, Mr. Prutz.
I went up and I went straight down. The other
Damn.
one broke.
Damn, that
Wow.
sucks.
How, like, what was the time span between them breaking?
8th grade and 10th grade.
Collarbone injuries suck, man. Really, really hurt. Really, really hurt. I think.
So thanks for
It wasn't
putting
that
me in
bad
this
for me.
chair.
Oh,
No,
awful.
we
It was
got
the
this
worst.
is-
I can't wait.
I know you've talked about watching this show before, so you're aware we get off
Yes.
topic real quickly. What I was trying to do was say well wishes to Damon Hatfield.
yes.
Who was hurt. He filled in last week.
That's-
Got hurt afterwards.
Yeah, he was in bad shape. Like
Yeah.
he had surgery because like I don't know what yours was like, but I remember when I broke mine, I was a senior in high school and it was like the worst pain ever. Not from breaking it because I broke it when I was on my BMX and my chain broke and I fixed my bike and biked to my friend like where my friend was working
my
so he
God.
could bring me to the hospital. So the injury itself, I knew something was wrong, but it was like a day or two later when you're trying to do literally anything, and you're like, I had no idea how much I used this. Like I remember the first day my alarm clock went off and I went to like go get it and I like screamed out in pain. I was like, I can't, like, you can't move. I couldn't get in and out of a car. I couldn't sit down or get up. It was just when I found out he broke his clavicle, I was like, holy shit. That sucks.
Did you scream like someone tickled you?
No. That's what that's all about.
That's a
but-
real pain.
So I just realized I messed up and I lied.
did you do now?
I did not break my clavicle by doing the mile. That's when I broke my whatever bone this is.
Oh.
Thumb bone.
The thumb
hand.
bone.
That
That's
was
your
such a
hand.
good story.
I
I
call
was
it the-
picturing you like
No, it's-
falling in such a way that you like
I did
land
fall.
on
I
your
did
clavicle.
break it while running, but it wasn't running the mile in high school. It was running the mile in high school. Not running the mile. It was running in high school at my little brother's like elementary school thing. They were doing like this like festival, and there was an obstacle course, and I was racing a kindergartner.
Oh.
Oh, jeez.
And
Wow.
there was the part where you had to like go down and like get underneath the ropes or whatever, like army style.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, this is the finish line. I'm just gonna dive into it. It's gonna be super cool.
You broke your
Not so
collarbone
cool.
that way.
I broke my collarbone and he won the race.
Not so cool. That's
Literally insult
Tortoise
to
in
your
the-
injury.
tortoise in the hair.
Yeah, the
Tortoise
tortoise,
in the
in the hair.
Ladies and gentlemen, the concept of the Game Over Greggy show is simple. Each week, 4, sometimes 5 best friends gather around this table, each bringing a random topic of conversation for your amusement. Colin, did you like not doing the pound last week?
Yeah,
You put your
I
own spin
refused
on
to
it.
do it.
I know. I saw
I felt wrong. I didn't like it
I'm
at
my
all.
own man.
Well, so that's a show that wasn't worth $1 to you.
That one was not worth $1.
No, it was worth $1. You should buy it again if it was. No. If 4 sometimes best friends, you know, your table. If you like that, there are a number of ways to support us.
I'm screwing with my microphone real fast. Sorry.
Was that what that was? It sounded like a blender.
That was a blender.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought like something she was doing. I was like, what the hell did you
No.
just do, woman? You can support us in a number of ways. You go to patreon.com/kindafunny. You can get the new episodes before anyone else in both video and MP3 form. If you don't think we're worth any money there on Vimeo, Bandcamp, or anywhere else, it's easy. You can wait. YouTube.com/kindafunny. The shows go up for free, topic by topic, day by day, a week later for your amusement. Those are all the plugs. It's time for the show. Melissa,
Yes.
you're the guest.
Okay.
Guest go first.
Okay.
What did you bring us?
My it was kind of funny because I had so many topics and I was saying to myself, God, these are all so incredibly stupid. And then I got here and I discussed some of them with you, and you're like, oh my God, we've already talked about that. And I was like, yes.
You don't realize how stupid this
You
show is.
are my people.
It's a fun
Yeah. So are we talking topics? Is that what I'm bringing
What's
you?
your topic? Yeah, what's your topic of the show?
So I was kind of it's a what if kind of type thing,
One of my
or
favorites.
if you could, or would you, if you could read some people's thoughts, read people's minds.
Yes.
But every time you did that, you lost one of your own memories, whether it be a big memory, a small memory, you don't know.
No, there's no order
random.
to it. It's
There's
not like
no,
I'm
it's a
saving
random
over.
memory.
Very dangerous.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't do it.
Never. Not once.
You couldn't risk it.
Yeah, that's the problem. Yeah, I wouldn't do it, but if I had, here's my main concern with this power
me.
is if I had it, I want to know how easy it is to read somebody's mind. Like, is it something I've got to do like the mind meld, or is it just gonna be like
Right.
one day I'm like, what is Colin thinking? And I'm
Just
like,
stare.
oh,
Oh, you don't want to know.
I forget, my original address or something.
Well, and that's funny too, because actually, if you waste that power and you think someone's like really like having this intense thought, or like I think they like me, and they're like I really have to take a shit, whatever, then you're like you wasted a mind reading, and then
on
you
something
come
that's
out of it and
worthless.
you don't remember that that's your dog.
Yeah. Oh no, not Portillo.
I'm just
That's
saying.
a huge memory. How would I forget that?
It's a risk. That's what I'm saying. How are you gonna know?
But I feel like we have a lot more useless memories than good memories.
True. 100%. Like I was talking about the fact that I know none of your phone numbers. My phone knows your phone numbers and tells when I need to. I just hit your
Right.
name. But I can tell you, Poe's parents' phone number because I called it every day growing up, right? But I
Right.
don't need that information right
Right.
now.
Yeah.
It's good to have though.
I guess.
It's nostalgic.
Yeah,
I
but
guess-
would you trade that for like being able to read my mind?
Can you read my mind?
I don't know. It's tempting. It's a tempting thing I mean, there's so many parts to this because you don't know what you're gonna get, right? I mean, that's what you're saying. You don't know what you're gonna get when you do it. At any given time, I can get some bullshit. I can get something profound, and it's so risky because even though mathematically you're gonna lose something that doesn't matter that you probably didn't even know you remembered anyway. It's a risk that you're gonna lose something really important.
Now you bring up an interesting point here. You said it could be random bullshit, yada yada yada. So it's not. This is interesting.
Yeah, I've
You'd
never
have
thought
to-
of this before.
You'd have to set. It's not like a filing cabinet where you're going in and getting information. It's just like right now, what is she thinking?
Right.
Like that's all I get. Right.
I assume that's the rule, right? That's what
Yeah.
you're saying.
So
Our
I-
hypotheticals get very
Yeah.
complicated
Yeah.
and
The more
granular
we're
fast.
discussing
on
it, the
Game
more
Over
I'm like,
Greggy
what
show.
a stupid fucking topic.
No, this is.
Because it's all like thumbs down. It's like, why would you? Yeah,
No,
why
this
would you
just-
waste possibly losing any of
No,
your
right.
memories?
Whenever I've thought of mind reading, I always think of it as you want to know something and they know it, so you get it from them. I've never thought of it just as, oh, what are you thinking right now? That's what I get.
I guess it would, but I mean, I don't think about mind reading. I guess I do think about mind reading quite a bit. Like Professor X.
I'm sure you do.
But
That doesn't surprise me.
Professor X's abilities go beyond what's happening right now on the forefront of your mind, right? But when I think about it, it is like you're asking the question, where are the bodies buried? And you think about where the bodies are buried, and that's how I would know where the bodies are buried.
Oh, so you elicit the thought.
Damn.
Right.
Got the comic book pro coming in here.
Yeah.
But you can get tricked then.
Theoretically, I mean, but
Like a person can trick a lie detector. So they can
Yeah,
like
but they don't know.
But I mean, see, this is always the weird thing about mind reading too. Again, like how much are we getting? How long is the window open? Where did
is it a Jacob situation where you're like shaking?
Jacob.
And like you're embodying. Sorry, it's an obscure podcast beyond reference.
It's not
for
that
like 5 years
obscure.
ago.
You'd believe it. If I ask where the bodies are buried and the door opens to Tim's head, I guess he knows. Is he just going brown? He's
Yeah,
just thinking of the word
right.
brown. Like, so-
Right.
There's a lot of layers to this onion.
Yeah. That's what makes it an onion.
I feel like God would just do it all the time.
You would do it all the time.
Yeah.
No, you
Just
wouldn't.
be
well, no, I mean,
drooling
I
on
like a lot of my
yourself,
memories, but like I said, it's a probabilities game, and like I feel like there's
For the
a lot
record,
of
it
times.
sounds like you don't even have memories to begin with. You're like, I broke my clavicle. Wait, no, I didn't.
No, I
Yes,
said it. I
seconds.
just I
No, I
got
didn't.
that right though, so there was the memories, but I could forget that, and that'd be okay. You know?
The thing is that you're gonna forget something you don't even realize you forget. Like I was just thinking, you just forget. Like you're not gonna know what you forget, right? So one day someone's gonna be like, "Oh, what's 9 times 9?" And you're gonna be like,
Yeah.
I thought I knew that.
Yeah.
And that's going to be the memory. It was 81, but you didn't know that because that's the memory you lost. If you lose that memory, who cares? You can relearn that. The danger is losing the memory of...
Your first kiss.
Right.
Yeah.
I could do without that.
Yeah, I know,
Defining
right?
moments. Really?
Would that make your second kiss your first kiss then?
I guess so.
Whoa.
But nobody remembers their second kiss.
Yeah, I know, but you would. That'd be your first.
No, you wouldn't, because my mind's
what
that.
was
I'm
my
saying
second
my
kiss?
mind's exactly. My mind's already so shot that to sit here and be like, my second kiss. There's no like. I mean, I remember
even
my
sure I remember
first
my- I don't
kiss
even remember-
definitively.
I don't remember
You know what I
if I remember
mean?
my first kiss.
The woods, Glen Ellen, whole bunch of kids. What are we doing? Being stupid. That you know what I mean? I remember that. I remember those nuggets. In the second one, whatever.
Oh.
But you wouldn't want to lose that memory. Isn't that a nostalgic, important memory?
No, that's what I'm saying. I wouldn't want to lose that. And if I did lose it, and then you're like, "What's your first kiss?" I'm like, "I don't remember."
I'm a man
I don't remember
of
the woods of
profound
Glen Ellen.
nostalgia.
Right. Yeah.
Profound
If there's
nostalgia.
one thing, you look at your tattoos. They're all nostalgic.
Yeah, no doubt. And I wouldn't want to lose that history. You know?
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to lose that history. That's very important. If I knew that I wasn't going to lose like an important memory, and I'm not even saying an important memory, but just in terms of specifically things that I have done because I obsess over my past and the past generally. I just love it.
You obsess over everything.
Yeah. And I'm just, basically just a ball of nerves all the time.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't want to lose, like, it would just be so sad for me to lose, like, you know, a great memory from when I played hockey or a great memory from my parents or...
I'm glad to see hockey beat out your parents.
Because I have so many awesome memories, like, you know, from playing hockey because I haven't played since I was an old teenager or whatever. But I wouldn't want to lose something like that. You know, it's too dangerous. So I just wouldn't. And like, what is the opportunity cost?
Yeah. So like, what's the say that whatever you get from someone's mind gets you $1 million.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, right? I'm scheming on what we're using. You're the schemer of the group.
That's what I was thinking as well.
All right, what situation? Like, what are you going to use it for? You're like, I got this power. You want to hold hands? Sorry. You got this power. You want to use it once. What are you going to use it on?
Airline miles. I want to find a way to get a lot of airplane miles, so I can fly wherever I want.
How
do that with money, though?
How are you going to do that with? This is like Homer and the peanut thing.
I don't know.
$20. I wanted a peanut. Why, fool? Money. $20 can buy many peanuts. Explain how.
Yeah.
What are you going to use it for? One time. Well, you get this. You know it's going to happen. You're going to lose a memory.
Well, that's the thing. It would have to be like, it's kind of complicated. Because if it was about winning a lot of money or something, or like a reward, like this, find this person or solve this mystery and you get $1 million. But then you can't. Yeah, you look at someone and they're going brown, 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 like you said.
Well, I like how you jumped that. I'm thinking of like what bingo thing do they ever do? They pull out and they're like, all right, what is everything?
Oh my God! See, this is why I would fail. I'd be like, oh damn. I would just not even know.
First off, you're interrogating witnesses.
I'm already on CSI.
Before you went after this, you announced to the world you had this power. But hey, everybody, by the way, I made a deal with the devil.
And I'm going to use it once.
To make $1 million.
Well, that's the thing with a lot of these
motherfuckers think of brown.
These what if situations.
Vegas.
You could just tell people and you'll be like, yo, I'm going to do this. Like, I'm going to forget some shit, but I'm going to read that motherfucker's mind so I know some stuff. I feel like I would. Like, I feel like there's a couple people I could tell that I'm gonna lose a memory and it might be about you. So, just know that.
But it's so like how many memories are tucked in your fucking head? You know, thousands and tens of thousands, maybe even like I remember, like when you really think about something when you're in a place or a time. You know, like when I'm back home or when and you remember something you hadn't even thought about. Like it goes so far back, and there's just so much shit in your head. So mathematically, you're probably fine. Yeah. But it's just so risky because you can forget something so important and like, what do you have if not your own mind and your own memories? What do you have?
I mean, it's like one of those things. If you had like one of those 8 MB PlayStation 2 memory cards and you had a lot of save files, and you had to play the Russian roulette of one of those save files is going to get deleted for you to be able to save your new game.
Yeah.
Fuck that. I would not run that risk. I would do it.
Oh, I see.
If it was random, I would not play the new game. So in this case, maybe I wouldn't do it.
That's a really good scenario for this. That's deep. I like what you just did there.
I ain't gonna do that.
The thing is that you could probably get away with using it literally hundreds of times without even knowing. Like, that's the other side of it. Is that, like, again, you have so much shit in your head, like some fact you learned in physics in 12th grade that you don't care about. That's
well, no, like I was in Colombia last week with Christine. I'm walking around the city and it's like, oh man, this wasn't here when I was here. This was Wing Zone. You know what I mean? Like there was, these. Of
course, you'd remember that.
I was gonna say all the places I was excited were wing restaurants, but that's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like you walk by and that's the memory I lost. Big deal. Here's where I'm in question. So in this hypothetical, who is giving us this scenario? Is it some dude on the street? Is it Rumpelstiltskin? What's happened?
Morgan Freeman.
Oh,
Morgan Freeman. Because it's one of those things where, there's a movie similar to this, I feel, if you remember, with Cameron Diaz, I believe, and the guy who's Perry White in Superman Returns. Stick with me. It was where...
If only Nick was here.
Oh, the box thing?
Yes, where you had a button.
I remember
they hit a button, they got $1 million, but someone somewhere died.
Yeah, I remember that movie.
Did you watch the trailer?
The trailer was hilarious because I'm like, this is the dumbest motherfucking movie.
I watched the whole thing, and I probably loved it because I love dumb movies.
So you're the only person I know who's ever said they. So what happened in the movie? Who died?
I can't remember.
Oh. That's the memory you lost. Are you reading my mind?
Well, let's take a step back here.
Things just got weird.
What type of memories would you even like? What scenarios would you ever realistically want to read someone's mind. Like, have you ever thought about this? Like, I wish I could read your mind right now. Because the only times I could ever think are when there's a girl, and I'm like,
yes, I say when
do
you're
you like me or
younger,
not?
probably
Yeah.
when you were younger. And
Yeah, when I was younger, like way younger. I haven't
more
thought about that
mature.
recently.
Yeah, because now you're just like, fuck, I don't care.
Tim don't care.
I don't care. I don't
a
want to
pure
know
one.
what people.
Yeah, that's exactly my thing too. I'm not sure I want to know. If there's some
Yeah.
sort of material fact that I can get from someone to advance
Right.
my finances, to advance my play to become president of the United States.
It's not going to happen.
I would
Scarpino
totally
Gettys,
totally
2016.
vote for you. Just putting that out
Everybody
there.
go buy your shirt, districtlines.com/kindafunny. Moriarty Miller.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No. Yeah, that's the ticket.
The
That's
party's
the ticket.
broken and we'll fix it.
Party's going down.
I don't know. It's dangerous. It's a dangerous game. This is a dangerous game we're talking about. A very dangerous game. A game fraught with fucking mystery and intrigue, Greg. And I don't know.
It's Clue?
Yeah.
Are we playing Clue?
Scarlet and Colonel Mustard.
Here's a real question for all of you. When you guys did a hypothetical last week, I wasn't
Yeah.
here, but I heard all about it. When you talk about these hypothetical situations, do you ever worry you're calling down bad mojo on yourself and it's going to happen?
No.
No? Sometimes I worry
I was
about
just
it.
thinking right now, though,
Tales from the Crypt
what
stuff,
if
Goosebumps
I did
stuff.
the teleporting thing and gained a bunch of pounds, but then did this, and the memory I forgot is that I gained pounds? That'd be really bad.
Yeah, but you'd still have
still gain
gained the
the
weight,
pounds.
though.
Yeah, I know.
But you just
You-
wouldn't
But
know.
maybe you
why.
wouldn't remember.
Exactly.
You'd be
You'd
like,
be a
oh, well.
broken man.
Man, that's fucked
God.
up. You would break yourself.
You'd stop
I
drinking.
gotta be careful with these hypotheticals.
You'd stop drinking these Mexicokes because you'd be
Never.
like, well, I don't want to. That's
Oh,
clearly
that's sugar.
that's clearly what's making me big.
Right.
And then but then you'd be like, well, I got to teleport to work. Boop boop. And you'd be booping around.
You'd be like,
I'd be
damn
moving
it.
around. Oh, also, shout out to everyone on Twitter that recommended Teletubbies as the nickname for people that teleport and gain weight, because that's hilarious. Yeah.
That is a good one.
What's the
got it.
nickname for this one? People who can read minds but lose.
I don't know. You tell us out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys were
That
way
kind of
more
funny
creative than us.
bits.
How about the mem losers? You can do better than that.
Yeah.
You're smarter than
It's
this.
something about Nick's seat that brings out the worst. Here's the thing about this all around, though. If you'll stick with me, that we're talking about this power. This reminds me a lot of Alzheimer's, which is the same thing without the upside of being able to read anybody's mind.
Right.
It's like the that is terrifying. I know. Well, it's just because of my description, obviously. What a terrifying disease this is, though.
Yeah, it is, dude. My grandma had it, and it was so fucked up. Like,
Yeah.
like she walked the earth for years having no idea who anyone was. You know,
Right.
like it was insane.
Yeah.
And scary, and that really is a devastating disease. Like, I really
Yeah.
hope that they get to the bottom of that. You know,
That'd be nice for them to solve. Yeah.
it's so bizarre. It's just degenerative, though. I wonder if there really is even. You can probably stymie it, but I wonder if there really is a way to cure it.
Anything, right? I mean, like the problem is that what's so scary about it is how it can turn on a dime. You're fine 1 second. The one I always talk about is when I was a reporter in college working for the Missourian. I covered this guy Earl Case, who was Army vet. Or he was a veteran. I'm not going to say he was an Army because people get offended when
Yeah,
you
you could
say
be a Marine or whatever.
exactly
Yeah.
when you're in the wrong branch of the military.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah. Okay, another sidetrack now. Sorry. I once wrote a story where I was talking about this guy trying to get. He had come back from Iraq. He had been shot by a sniper. I was with his mother, when they thought it was all over, yada yada yada, and then like they had like this giant prayer vigil, and then they got the word that he was gonna live, and he came back, and I covered his whole rehab when I was working at the Tribune. Amazing story. First time I'm ever writing the story though. I'm writing and I'm using soldier over and over again. So I started jumping, or I was using Marine over and over again, and so I started using synonyms I thought were synonyms, and I used soldier, and so I write this like amazing story about how this guy's amazing life, that he was shot in the head by a sniper, and it was a thin piece of paper is what separated him from life or death in terms of like what this artery could have nicked or whatever, yada 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 yada, and he's gonna make it, and it's his he's coming back to Columbia, and I get an email, and it's his guy who's just like, Marines are Marines and soldiers are in the Army. I guess this is what happens when somebody writes about something they have no idea.
Shit.
And I was like, damn, dude, sorry, I was trying to tell
It
you
is
this
very
story.
offensive to those guys.
And I understand that, but it was an innocent mistake.
No, of course. I'm surprised your editor didn't catch that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, they have a lot to
yeah.
edit. Yeah. Columbia Tribune. Earl Case, however, dealing with he had the early stages here of Alzheimer's. He's going, he's getting checked out. He's doing everything he's supposed to be doing. He goes in to get checked out at the University of Missouri Hospital, walks out, walks past his car, walks into oblivion in the middle of the day. just disappears. And I did the story about it immediately happening, followed up with his family. They're putting up, posters. They're trying to find out what happened to Earl and all these different things. And I ended my semester working at the Missourian, and I was like, man, this is one day I want to know really what the story was here or whatever. And then like a year later, I'm going into Wild Wings, and I'm walking in on one of the TVs they had the news on, and sure enough, there was a picture of Earl, and I stopped and like read the closed captioning and like,
Hey, turn that down.
hey, turn off your damn sports and rock and roll. We're talking about Earl over here. And yeah, they found his body.
Oh, that's not the outcome I was
9 months,
for.
whatever it was. Well, there's never a happy ending to these, are there?
No,
it's not
I
like
guess not.
He turned up on somebody's farm. He's been a hand there.
He's actually been quite happy. And
Yeah, man, it's a fucked up disease, dude.
Yeah.
Like, my grandma was fine until my grandfather died of colon cancer, and in like '96 or whatever, and like literally 2 months later, my grandma was done. Like it was like she was totally fine, and then she was just totally done, and then
Really?
she just lived for another like 8 years. And
8
we had
years.
caretakers with her and stuff. She lived in our house, and we took good care of her, but it was just very, very weird.
Well, that was the thing is
Very
like
sad.
the way they thought they justified, figured the only way they can rationalize what happened is that Earl left, and somewhere between seeing his doctor, going down the elevator, and coming out, his mind reset that he lived in this small Missouri town, like 20 miles down the highway, and he hitchhiked out on the road, forgetting he had a car there, down to where his old house was, dropped off at like the top of the dirt road, walked down, probably walked there, noticed it wasn't his house or whatever, walked back, and then like sat down in this creek and died. Like on the edge of this creek, and they found him dead. It got cold, at night or whatever, and he just died out there.
It's a crazy thing.
And
man.
it's like, geez Louise. Like, and then I did this whole other magazine story talking to the Mid-Missouri Alzheimer Association, all this thing. It's just like, wow. Like, this is totally horrible. Can we stop this? This is terrifying.
Yeah. I wonder. I gotta read more about that. About why it's so hard to stop. What they're doing to try to stop it. And yeah, I'm gonna do that.
At least on this, the upside is you get to read mods.
Yeah.
In our situation. See, I think this is what I'm talking about. If it's Perry White from Superman Returns, he's the one giving you the thing. He's showing you. I have a feeling the memory you're gonna lose is gonna be a big one.Maybe not the first one. Maybe not the second one. Third one.
they'll get progressively
exactly.
larger. The more you abuse it.
You forget how to walk.
Oh,
Now that's a skill. Is that a memory? Does that count? That's a thing.
motor skill. It's a motor memory, right? But that's a memory.
Motor memory. I like that.
Right.
That's
But
good.
right, like it's in your cerebral cortex, right? Like something so primitive.
In our movie, it would be definitely a memory.
Okay.
Right, that's where all the primitive stuff lives, right? The cerebral cortex. Am I wrong about that? Maybe.
I think
Cheryl would
caves.
know, but she's not going to be on the show. What?
I think caves doesn't. Primitive stuff lives in caves.
Primitive stuff lives in caves, yes.
Yeah.
But like the
And
oldest
ooze.
part of your brain is where all of this, like breathing and all of this random shit is. Like the most primal things that you do.
Medulla oblongata.
Something's wrong with his
that
medulla
it?
oblongata.
Maybe that's it.
Now,
I
he's
don't-
just quoting The Water Boy.
yeah.
He doesn't really have anything to contribute to this
Best
relationship.
movie ever.
Bobby Boucher.
I haven't seen that movie in a long time, man.
Yeah.
I remember being really disappointed with that movie because that came
I
out
was
after.
too,
Really?
kind of.
That came after
I
Billy
remember
Madison and all like the really great ones. And,
Happy Gilmore, The Wedding Singer. How do you
Yeah, The Wedding Singer was awesome.
I still go see any Adam Sandler movie.
Oh, he's the
ever
best.
No, you
now
do
let me
not.
tell you a
Yes,
story.
I do. Maybe I don't
Hold
go
on,
to the
time
theater.
out.
Maybe I
Time
don't.
out. I want to know the last Adam Sandler
Maybe-
movie.
oh, whoa.
Did you see Blended?
No, I've not seen that one
You're
yet.
such a fucking liar,
Okay,
Melissa.
so the last one I saw was the one where.
What do you got them written down on notes?
Actually,
Let me consult my note.
that was gonna be my next topic.
Did you see That's My Boy?
That's the one with Andy Samberg.
Yeah,
I thought it
that's-
was.
It looks so good.
It
Like,
has-
Here we go.
So-
Here we go. Time to throw Greg under the bus. Go ahead.
Greg had his
For the
friends
record,
over.
I had cancer.
Greg, yeah, that's true. Greg had
mind,
his
his movie
friends
sucked.
over from Missouri, and we were looking at movies on like PlayStation, like what we should rent or whatever. And I wanted to rent That's My Boy because that particular scene with the New Kids on the Block
The
tattoo is so fucking
The
funny.
tattoo.
And Greg didn't want to watch it. He ended up watching like Rock of Ages.
There
or
was a
something.
vote. There was a vote in the room. Rock of Ages won out because it looked like a dynamite.
I was like,
little musical
fuck
time.
this shit.
You did. You left. You left the room.
Dynamite musical time.
You did leave the room. Much like the time we did the Nashville live stream, and you're like, I'm done. I can't watch this anymore, and left.
That show's fucking whacked out.
No, in the best way possible.
Yeah, it's not necessarily in a bad way.
I love how you walk in and every time there's a male singer on, you go, "Oh, gun for the mouth, guy."
Yeah.
And it's not him. It's not even him.
I still
You
listen to
want-
that song like 3 times.
Hell
a week.
yeah, it's a great song.
That's a great song.